fucking dirt. Woohoo! Wood sucks.
Yeah.
No burn though. Cause again, keep up with it. All this had to be cold
Yeah.
by midnight,
Yeah.
or we're not gonna be warm.
Not at all.
Not at all. Some real shit.
Out going over here, you have to watch the mud. It's been through a lot of rain. This is our outreach tent. Okay, this is the storage. Right in here is where we keep the warm clothing that we're able to hand out. Right now it looks like it's kind of low because we have been giving out a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is we hand out coats, blankets, sleeping bags, tents, tarps, toiletry items, toboggans, gloves, whatever is needed, you know, to get people through the cold weather.
Yeah.
This is my assistants. This is Shane and Brittany's tent. This is actually the first tent I was given when the network of people decided to back us.
Yeah.
This was our first tent. We set that up. We actually had it set up in a different spot, and we flooded out. So when we relocated, this is where we landed.
Yeah.
Over here we have, and keep in mind, everything you see has been provided for us. Now that I have a job now, and so that now that I'm working, I have an income, so I'm able to put some of my own money into it. But up until then, everything that we have has been provided to us.
Right.
We have people that have told us all the wood you need for your camp. You know, just let them know that they've been bringing us plenty of firewood. That's my tent. I'm real pleased with that. It's quite a tent, really.
Yeah.
I'm able to. In fact, last night there were 8 of us in there. We sat around. We had one of the guys made a pot of spaghetti. We had some danishes. We sat around, had fellowship, had hot chocolate.
Yeah.
And just had a good time sitting in there. You know, eight people in a tent. You know, to me, that's like, wow, that's cool. This little site right here is the 2 young ladies I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
They have set everything again has been provided for them. They've set up here. They have safe haven here. Any kind of assistance we can offer them, we have that here. This right here, this tent right here, is a gentleman who his father passed away the other day, and in his grief, somebody told him about us, and he came here. He had no place to go.
Yeah.
He was very grieved about the loss of his father, and so we set him up here. Also, we're able, through others, the ministry background or backups, we were able to get him bus fare to Wichita, Kansas, so he could go to his father's funeral.
Yeah.
So he'll be coming back on Wednesday, and we got him set up here. And that's it for now. We've got a big area up there that is going to be, I'm going to set up a bunkhouse tent for anybody that needs emergency shelter. Or ideally, if somebody is considering setting up in Tent City, I can house them for a night or two while I'm able to minister to them, counsel with them, and help them make the decision. And if they do decide to set up in Tent City, then we have the means and resources to provide them what they need and actually go out there and help them set up their site. So that's a really cool deal. People on board with that. We've got a wide variety. This is a work in progress. I'm not even going to uncover this because this is our kitchen. We're going to put a canopy over here, and we're going to have some tables brought in, and this will be our little kitchen area. Yeah. We have another young man back here who he had set up out in Tent City and was just scared. He was petrified living out there. And when we got word of that, somebody brought him up into our camp, and we set him up in here so that he felt okay. Generally speaking, as far as campers go, if a guy and his girl, or just a guy by himself, have decided to set up camp, then most of the time guys are going to be able to handle it out there. Yeah. But this young man, he's got a few emotional issues and whatnot. He's going through some things in life, so we talked about it and felt like it's a good place for him to be, because we can minister to him, counsel with him, provide for his needs, and then when the time comes, we can ideally get him out of this homeless situation. But if he wants to set up a camp, we can do that.
Camp Psalm 91. Like Shane said, it's just being here, being surrounded by people who've all dealt with addiction in some form, whatever their issue is, you can relate to people, and it's really a place where you can find God. I did anyway. I've been here from the beginning. This was my original campsite. I was first, so stake my claim right there. I've got to see the ins and the outs and all the problems, and I really enjoyed that I get to help people on a daily basis, no matter what it is. If it's a sleeping bag, if it's a talk, if somebody's hungry, that we get to do whatever we can to make these people's lives a little better. I'm one of those people, but here I am, homeless, getting to help the homeless.
When we first started here, we had discussed it, and we didn't intend for this camp to become an extension of Tent City. And as we got established and as people began to find out about us, people were drawn to us. And I found myself turning people away. Well, the Lord dealt with me on that. And he said, don't turn away anybody that I send to you. And so we've changed our thinking on that. And so we're open to anybody. Anybody who wants to come out here can come out here. And we'll do the best we can to make them comfortable and provide for whatever needs we can provide for, and take it from there. And so anybody can come. We do have some very solid rules that we adhere to. That's no drugs, no alcohol, and no drama. And that's it. Everybody is very respectful, very helpful. We look after each other. We're a family here.
This camp has changed my life in such a major way. I mean, before we came here, I was back there in the woods shooting up meth, man. You know what I mean? Just completely out of there. And we came up here, and I found God in a very real way. And I'm telling you, dude, I would argue with you over the existence of God. I would be like, you're out your mind, you're talking to imaginary people, hearing voices in your head, whatever. And I've definitely learned that's not the case. Just being here and seeing it all with my own two eyes and seeing it all come to fruition, man. And the camp is just, and I've seen what it does for other people.
I was there when Tim first started the camp. It was just himself and Brittany and Shane, and I basically was homeless, and they offered me a place to stay, a tent and shelter. I love them. I love them. They give hope where hope is not even to be seen. They give opportunity and also a place where you can feel empowered about yourself and feel good about yourself. And just by having a shelter and a place to go that is safe and comfortable and loving and open, it's just, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It makes you want to feel good about yourself, feel good about others, and make you want to do better.